Hello and welcome. Now, some people will tell you that the future of motoring is all about sensible, eco-friendly little pods that trundle you from your sustainably sourced tofu farm to the local vegan yurt festival. Well, I'm here to tell you those people are, to put it mildly, wrong. The future, my friends, is noisy, it's extravagant, and it's dripping with more leather and polished wood than a Victorian gentleman's club. Today, we're embarking on a glorious journey, a countdown of the 10 most ludicrously, wonderfully, unapologetically luxurious cars money can buy in 2025. These aren't just modes of transport, they are rolling palaces, four-wheeled statements of immense, earth-shattering success. We're going to dive deep into what makes these machines so special, from engines that could power a small country to interiors that would make a five-star hotel suite blush with inadequacy. And yes, for those of you currently remortgaging your houses in anticipation, we will be talking numbers. Big, scary, telephone number-sized price tags that separate the merely well-off from the properly, fabulously wealthy. This isn't just a list, it's a celebration of automotive excess in its most glorious form, a testament to what engineers and designers can achieve when the budget is, essentially, unlimited. So buckle up, preferably in a seat stitched by hand and cooled by its own private air conditioning system. We're starting at number 10 and climbing our way up a mountain of horsepower and extravagance to the absolute pinnacle of automotive luxury. What will be number 1? A silent electric phantom? A snarling V12 beast? You'll have to wait and see. Trust me, the wait will be absolutely worth it. Let's begin the countdown to automotive nirvana. Kicking off our list at number 10 is something a bit different. It comes from California, the land of kale smoothies and tech billionaires, but don't let that fool you. This is the Lucid Air Sapphire, and it's an electric car that's decided to stop being sensible and start being utterly, brilliantly bonkers. For a mere $250,000, or around $250,000, you get a family saloon that can silently, almost spookily, launch itself from 0 to 60 miles an hour in under 2 seconds. That's not just fast, it's a physical event, a rearrangement of your internal organs. It's a velvet-lined missile designed to win every single traffic light Grand Prix in existence, ever. But this isn't just about raw, neck-snapping power. The luxury part of the equation is just as important. The interior is a masterpiece of minimalist design, a serene, airy cabin with a vast glass canopy that makes you feel like you're in a futuristic observatory. The materials are exquisite, the technology is seamless, and the message it sends is clear. The future of luxury doesn't have to shout, it can whisper, with the very quiet, very confident, and very, very fast hum of 3 electric motors delivering over 1,200 horsepower. It's a silent assassin in the world of opulent motoring, and a worthy start to our list. At number 9, we have a car from a company that practically invented the concept of a posh off-roader. This is the Range Rover SV Autobiography, and it's the automotive equivalent of wearing a bespoke Savile Row suit and a pair of perfectly polished Hunter Wellingtons. It costs a not inconsiderable $220,000, and for that, you get a vehicle that is just as comfortable wading through a Scottish river as it is parked outside Harrods. It's the definitive statement that you own the land, and you've arrived to drive all over it, in immense comfort. Inside, it's less of a car and more of a mobile drawing room. There are acres of buttery soft leather, veneers of wood so polished you can check your hair in them, and in the back, you get executive class seating that reclines, massages, and generally pampers you into a state of blissful submission. You don't just sit in a Range Rover SV, you preside over the road from a throne of unparalleled British luxury. It has the commanding presence of a stately home and the all-terrain capability of a mountain goat. It's the perfect tool for the person who wants to be able to go anywhere, but do so without spilling a single drop of their champagne. For decades, if you said the words Ferrari and SUV in the same sentence, the men from Maranello would have had you sectioned. It was sacrilege, an impossibility. And yet, here it is at number 8, the Ferrari Purosangue, which translates to thoroughbred. Costing a hefty $400,000 before you even glance at the options list, this is Ferrari's reluctant but utterly brilliant answer to the high-riding luxury craze. They don't call it an SUV, of course. They call it a 4-door, 4-seat sports car, which is like calling Buckingham Palace a large bungalow. What they've done is create a car that somehow has the space and practicality for 4 actual adults. yet still drives with the heart and soul of a true Ferrari. The engine is a masterpiece, a naturally aspirated V12 that screams and howls its way to the red line, delivering a symphony of mechanical fury that no turbocharged rival can match. The doors are rear-hinged, opening like the gates to a secret club, and the interior is a stunning blend of high-tech displays and sumptuous Italian leather. It's the Ferrari for the person who has a family, but has absolutely no intention of growing up. If the standard Rolls-Royce Cullinan is a magnificent gleaming palace on wheels, then our number 7 entry is that same palace after it's been taken over by a very stylish, very wealthy rock star with a penchant for the dramatic. This is the Rolls-Royce Cullinan Black Badge, and for your $450,000, you get a vehicle that exudes a darker, more menacing kind of opulence. The iconic Spirit of Ecstasy bonnet ornament and the Pantheon grille are finished in black chrome. The wheels are enormous, bespoke carbon fiber creations. It's honestly the automotive equivalent of Darth Vader's weekend car. Inside, the story continues. While you can have any color you want, the Black Badge treatment invites darker, more intense themes. The technical fiber trim, with its intricate carbon pattern, replaces the traditional wood, and the famous Starlight headliner can even be configured to include shooting stars. It's not just a color pack, though. Rolls-Royce has tweaked the suspension and given the colossal 6.75-liter twin-turbo V12 a bit more power, giving it a more assertive, purposeful character on the road. It's a Rolls-Royce with a bit of a rebellious streak, for the owner who finds traditional luxury just a little too polite. At number 6, we have a car that proves going hybrid doesn't mean you have to be boring. This is the Lamborghini Revuelto, the long-awaited successor to the Aventador, and it is a jaw-dropping, heart-stopping piece of Italian theater. For your $600,000, you get a car that looks like it was designed by a 12-year-old with an unlimited supply of crayons and a deep love for fighter jets. Every line, every vent, every angle is pure, unadulterated aggression. It's a car that doesn't just enter a room, it kicks the door down and sets the curtains on fire. And the powertrain is just as dramatic. They've kept the V12 engine, thank goodness, and it shrieks and bellows with all the fury we've come to expect from a flagship Lamborghini. But now, it's augmented by 3 electric motors, bringing the total power output to over 1,000 horsepower. This isn't a hybrid for saving the planet. It's a hybrid for filling torque gaps and delivering acceleration that feels like being fired from a cannon. The interior is a cockpit, pure and simple, wrapping around the driver and cementing the fact that this is a machine built for one purpose: to go astonishingly, biblically fast while looking utterly outrageous. We are now entering the stratosphere of automotive pricing and performance. At number 5 is a car that needs little introduction, a name synonymous with breaking the laws of physics. This is the Bugatti Chiron Supersport. The price? A cool $3.5 million. Let that sink in. For the price of a private island, you get a car that is less a vehicle and more a piece of engineering mythology. It is the Concorde of the road, a machine built with a singular, obsessive focus on achieving mind-bending speed with absolute stability and luxury. At its heart is the now legendary 8-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine, producing a frankly absurd 1,578 horsepower. This isn't just a car, it's a land-based jet. The Supersport name comes from its elongated bodywork, designed to slice through the air with maximum efficiency on its way to a top speed of over 270 miles per hour. Yet, despite this insane performance, the interior is a haven of tranquility, crafted from the finest leather, carbon fiber, and polished aluminium. It's a car that can cross continents at breathtaking speed while the occupants listen to classical music in perfect, serene comfort. It's a paradox, an engineering marvel, and utterly magnificent. Our number 4 spot is occupied by a car that carries one of the most revered and enigmatic names in British motoring history, Lagonda. This is the Aston Martin Lagonda All-Terrain, a super exclusive all-electric SUV that aims to be the most luxurious and technologically advanced vehicle of its kind. With a price tag hovering around the $400,000 mark, it's a bold statement of intent from Aston Martin, signaling a future that is both electric and, well, outrageously opulent. It's a land yacht designed to transport its occupants in near total silence and supreme comfort. The design is radical, looking more like a concept car that escaped from a motor show than something you'd see on the road. The interior is where it truly shines, however. Aston Martin has focused on creating a lounge-like environment using unconventional luxury materials like cashmere, silk, and ceramics alongside traditional wood and leather. It's a vision of the future where the journey itself is the destination. The Lagonda isn't about raw speed or off-road prowess. It's about creating a serene, exclusive, and utterly bespoke personal space that moves. It's a very different, very British, and very expensive take on the future of luxury travel. Arriving on the podium at number 3 is the undisputed king of chauffeured comfort, the benchmark by which all other luxury saloons are judged. This is the Mercedes-Maybach S680. For what now seems like a rather reasonable $230,000, you are buying what is essentially a first-class private jet cabin for the road. This car is not about the driver. In fact, if you own one of these and you're driving it yourself, you're doing it wrong. This is a car to be driven in, to work in, to relax in, to exist in a state of perfect, unruffled calm, while the chaos of the outside world simply glides by. The rear passenger compartment is the main event. The seats recline to near-flat positions. They have pillows, they massage you, they warm you, they cool you. There's a champagne fridge, of course, complete with bespoke silver-plated flutes. The ride quality isn't just smooth, it uses cameras to scan the road ahead and proactively adjust the suspension to iron out bumps before you even reach them. It's a technological tour de force, wrapped in a blanket of the finest Napa leather and open-pore wood. It is the ultimate expression of German engineering dedicated to one simple goal: absolute, total, and utter comfort. Our runner-up, at a majestic number 2, is a car that takes luxury to a truly personal, almost intimate level. This is the Bentley Flying Spur Mulliner. At around $350,000, it's a significant step up from its rivals. And that's because Mulliner is Bentley's bespoke division. This isn't an off-the-shelf luxury car, it's the beginning of a conversation. You don't just choose a color, you can provide a sample of your favorite tweed jacket and have them match it. The possibilities for personalization are, for all intents and purposes, infinite. The craftsmanship is simply breathtaking. The diamond and diamond quilting on the seats and doors involves nearly 400,000 stitches per car. The dashboard can feature a rotating display that switches between a high-definition screen, a set of classic analog dials, and a seamless veneer of wood. It combines old-world artisanship with modern technology in a way that feels completely harmonious. And under the bonnet, you can have a thunderous W12 engine that gives this 2.5-ton limousine the performance of a genuine supercar. It's a car with a dual personality, a serene drawing room one moment, and a continent-crushing grand tourer the next. And so we arrive at the summit, the number 1 most luxurious car of 2025. And it could only be this, the Rolls-Royce Spectre. At an estimated starting price of $450,000, this is more than just Rolls-Royce's first-ever fully electric car. It is quite simply the new standard for automotive luxury itself. For a century, Rolls-Royce has pursued silent, effortless, waftable performance. They've spent billions trying to make their V12 engines as quiet and smooth as possible. With the Spectre, they finally achieved the silence they were always chasing. It is the most Rolls-Royce ever made. The experience is otherworldly. There is no engine noise, no vibration, just a seamless, unstoppable surge of power that they call one-gear performance. The ride quality, thanks to a new planar suspension system, is beyond comparison. It feels less like driving and more like levitating. The interior is, as you'd expect, a masterpiece. It features the famous Starlight headliner, now extended to the doors, creating a celestial canopy of light. Every surface, every switch, every detail has been crafted with an obsessive pursuit of perfection. The Spectre isn't just a car, it's a sanctuary, a silent, rolling work of art that represents the absolute pinnacle of what a luxury car can be. And there you have it. 10 glorious, magnificent, and eye-wateringly expensive machines. From the silent fury of the Lucid Air to the thundering crescendo of the Bugatti Chiron, and all the way to the ethereal, silent perfection of the Rolls-Royce Spectre. These cars represent the very peak of engineering, design, and sheer, unadulterated decadence. They are the dreams of engineers and the goals of entrepreneurs, rolling proof that even in an ever-changing world, the desire for the absolute best, the most comfortable and the most powerful, remains a potent and wonderful force. Each one of these machines offers a different flavor of luxury. Some shout their performance from the rooftops with V12 symphonies, while others whisper their superiority with silent electric torque. Some are designed for the thrill of the drive, others for the serenity of being driven. They are all, in their own way, completely and utterly brilliant. They are more than just transport. They are experiences, destinations in and of themselves, built for those who have not only arrived, but have done so in the grandest style imaginable. Now the big question is for you. Imagine for a moment that your lottery numbers have come up, the oil well in your back garden has just struck black gold, and your wallet is infinitely thick. Which one of these 10 magnificent beasts would you have? Which key would you pluck from the valet's hand? Let me know your choice in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this little trip into the world of automotive excess, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, because we have plenty more glorious machines to show you.